Chapter 1. What is Black and Brown people's influential presence? Do you know what Black and Brown people's influential presence means? I explain it in my book, Stuck Improving, and I will give you a primer to it in this video. My name is Dakota Irby. I'm a parent, educator, musician, and author of several books. When I refer to equitable change, I look for two things that are different sides of the same coin. First, conventional practices and patterns that harm people of color are made visible and disrupted. Second, new practices are adopted that expand and improve people of color's learning opportunities, experiences, and outcomes. Black and Brown people's influential presence refers to the combined physical presence and integration of experiences, culture, and ways of being into the fabric of the organization. It is evidenced when people of color's priorities and ways of being reshape power structures in schools. To achieve educational equity, school communities must strive to grow Black and Brown influential presence. Influential presence is not the same as numerical representation. It's important not to confuse the two. After all, people of color can be present and perhaps represented in high numbers, yet have minimal influence and power to shape their educational access, opportunities, experiences, or outcomes. So, they remain minimally influential. I call this mere presence. Black and Brown influential presence is important because it disrupts and calls into question white presence, which is by default influential. White people possess influential presence even where they are numerically underrepresented or not at all present. White ideals and ways of doing things control and influence power in decision making, including dictating what is taught, how it is taught, and the program of professional learning, to name a few. So, how can school administrators, educators, and people who care about equity for all achieve this influential presence? In Chapter 1 of Stuck Improving, I answer this question more fully, but here's a quick response. 1, hire more people of color. 2, create ways for people of color to include their values and cultural practices into decision-making processes. 3, create and support racial affinity spaces for students and adults. 4, welcome people of color who are not directly affected by the policies, practices, and decision-making that shapes the day-to-day life of the school as learning partners. How does this relate to equity improvement in schools? As a reminder, I refer to equitable changes as ones that disrupt conventional practices and patterns that harm people of color and that expand and improve people of color's learning opportunities, experiences, and outcomes. There you have it. Black and Brown people's influential presence. What it is, why it matters, and how you can cultivate it to improve your school. If you haven't already done so, I encourage you to purchase and read Stuck Improving, where I dedicate a full chapter to the concept of Black and Brown influential presence. Throughout, I provide numerous examples of how to accomplish, establish, and grow it. And I provide insights into the ways people may resist your efforts to do so. If you found this information useful, please pass it along to others who may appreciate it. You can also find a downloadable PDF of this information on my website, stuckimproving.com. Until next time, stay in the struggle and remember, Progress is possible, and so is a more equitable world.